What's up guys, this is the Guitar Gent coming at you with a brand new reaction video, and this is an interesting one. Guys, a lot of you asked me to react to this. This is it's a Band-Maid related, if you want, reaction. We're going to listen to Cluppo and the song Peace and Love. Now, Cluppo, from what you guys told me, is the April Fool's side project of Miku. Miku from Band-Maid, of course. Now, the genre is described, as you told me, as Hippie-Poppo. I have no idea what to expect going into this. I'm guessing it's not a rock track, but she does play guitar, and I've seen some of the photos that she put up, I think, on Instagram, and she had a guitar, so, you know, maybe there are some rock elements in this as well. Very curious, guys. Might be a pop song, might be a rock song. I have no idea. I mean, it's an Hippie-Poppo song, but not sure what that means. Without further ado, guys, Cluppo, Peace and Love. Let's go. There is a guitar already. Nice. Okay, so it kind of sounds like a rock track with a very effective vocals. But it's definitely a rock instrumentation with a beat. I mean, this is catchy as hell. Reminds me a lot of something, but I can't really pinpoint what it is. I'm not a fan of autotune, guys, as I've already mentioned some other times. So I'm not really crazy about the vocals of the verse. You can't resist this chorus. It's so catchy. Very interested also about the drum production. It's very interesting. Sing, you know, the song bridge instead of an instrumental one. Classic pop music. The drum sounds amazing. Again, I'll touch upon that later on, but it's very interesting production. Enjoyable. I cannot deny this, guys. Such an enjoyable track. Again, it reminds me of something, but I can't think of it. If it will come to my mind, I will let you know, guys, in the comments, or I'll add that to the description of the video. But that sounded extremely catchy. There are quite a lot of things that I want to touch upon on a, let's say, musical and arrangement kind of things. It's also a perfect example, I think, you know, to analyze a song that has a rock instrumentation in a pop structure of a song. Maybe that's what she meant with Hippie-Poppo. I have no idea. Already the sound of that is catchy, like Hippie-Poppo. It's even I don't know. I was expecting a bit more of that though, to be honest, going into this. Like hip hop, maybe a little bit more. There were some spoken, I want to say spoken sections in the second half of the song, which were very interesting. Also, when it comes to the production, where everything dropped almost to a lo-fi effect. But the things that I want to touch upon, first thing is the drumming, as I said. Very interesting drumming choices because it was very clearly layered. So there was the acoustic drums plus a program beat with the, especially with the kick, very boomy. It sounded very electronic, but it sounded amazing. Again, especially when you layer the electronic drumming and the actual acoustic drum kit, it sounds so powerful and so huge. So big props when it comes to drum production, sounded amazing. When it comes to the vocal production, again, as I said, I'm not a fan of autotune. There is no hiding that. I just don't like the sound of it. It just, I don't know. For example, I know that Miku can sing very well. It just takes away for me. It's like it takes away the personality of the singer, of course, because it just makes it sound kind of like a computer. Which is the point, of course. It's what they go for when they use autotune. Either that or to fix some crappy vocals, but that's not the case here. It's a very intentional and deliberate use. They use that for the sound of it, which I can understand. Again, it's not for me. I don't really enjoy that. So I much preferred for example, the vocals on the chorus, because it wasn't. If there was autotune, it wasn't as prominent, and there was a lot of layering of voices in that chorus, and that's usually something that makes it very catchy and very driving. When it comes to the vocal performance, I don't know, maybe it's something that happens subconsciously to our minds, but when we hear a lot of voices, it's just, it's anthemic. It's very it makes you want to sing it as well, which is true for so many bands. Like if you think even about Queen, there are so many bands in rock music that use this. Bad Religion, if I think about punk music, for example, and a bit more, aggressive stuff. If you think about Bad Religion, if you're familiar with them, they're one of my favorite, let's say, hard rock punk bands. But the way that they use the choruses and the choirs, and not necessarily the choirs, but the layered vocals, it's just fantastic. It drives the song so much. It's one of the secrets, I think, of production. Something that maybe you don't necessarily think about, but when it happens, it just changes the whole thing. And this chorus was catchy as hell, as I said. I wouldn't be surprised, if I catch myself singing to this while I'm under the shower, or while I'm warming up for some sort of a singing session or whatever. It was honestly extremely enjoyable. I really did like this, guys. I'm very glad to have checked this out again, because it's something a bit different than from the usual stuff that I cover on the channel when it comes to the genre. And I know that you guys, many of you recommended to me also some other, it's not necessarily completely pop music, but some of you recommended me some K-pop with influences in rock, if that makes sense, and I will make sure to check that out, because again, I found it always very interesting, especially to expose myself to things that I don't necessarily listen to. Again, I do listen to pop music from time to time, don't get me wrong. Good pop music, I think it's fantastic, because again, it's not something that you should overlook just because it's pop. I think there is always, if there is something interesting going on, or if there is a clear talent going on, it's something that I do still enjoy. Maybe it's not something that I listen to every day, but it's something that I can enjoy and appreciate. So guys, thank you so much for letting me know about this, and thank you so much for requesting this. I'm very glad that I did touch upon this. I hope you found those insights at least interesting. Again, as I mentioned, this is a bit less usual for us on the channel to cover as a song structure and everything like that. But again, rock instrumentation, very nice. very well produced when it comes to the instrumentation, especially the drums. As I said, the guitar sound especially was as well was very good. Vocals, not a fan of autotune, but I see what they did this, and fantastic production and performances on the chorus, and the melody catchy as hell. So what's not to like except the autotune? But that's personal preference, and I do understand that, guys. Thank you so much for for tuning in and watching this and recommending me this. As I said, I have just also posted a reaction for the other secret Miku lips from Band-Maid as well. If you have missed that, I'll make sure to link it up here. I've also just released a cover of Take Me to Church by Hosier if you want to see me actually playing and singing. I think it's always nice when you can actually see a reactor that claims to be a guitar player or a singer or whatever it is to actually do the thing that they claim to be. So if you want to check that, I'll link to that in here as well, or in the final cards. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you very soon with the next one. There are a lot of reactions coming your way, guys, together with covers and more of that good stuff. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you very soon with the next one. Have a good day.